Beloit College completes the first phase of a major renovation to Pearson's Hall. It's part of a $20 million campus transformation initiative designed to enhance the campus experience. The renovation is made possible through a combination of college resources and generous donor support. Changes include a revitalized DK's Cafe, upgraded restrooms, and the creation of a new hub for the School of Business. The hub features a finance lab, faculty offices, and a student lounge designed to foster collaboration and support students pursuing business-related fields.
We want to be recognized as a small immersive school that actually prepares people for careers and professions and outcomes, successful outcomes. So we started the school of business here, and we wanted to make sure that the school of business had a site, had a place that could be welcoming to students to come and study